Halliburton has agreed to plead guilty to destroying key evidence in the Deepwater Horizon oil spill disaster. That, according to the U.S. Justice Department. Prosecutors say Halliburton threw out computer test simulations on the cement casing used in the offshore well.
It's been called the largest offshore oil disaster in U.S. history. In 2010, an explosion on an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico released millions of barrels of oil, fouling the waterway. The rig was managed by BP Transocean. Halliburton was contracted by BP to do cement work on the well. Thursday, the Justice Department announced a plea deal with Halliburton, the last company to face criminal charges for the spill. In that plea came the revelation that Halliburton destroyed documents related to internal tests the company conducted after the rig sank. The Gulf tragedy left 11 workers dead in the explosion. The leak triggered a spill of 4.9 billion gallons over 87 days. But even with the leak contained, the damage to wildlife and fishing in the region was extensive. The government sought criminal charges against Transocean and BP as well. Last year, both companies settled and agreed to pay nearly $5 billion in fines.
Halliburton was BP's cement contractor, and for a long time the two companies blamed each other for the failure of the cement to secure the well. Now, according to the Department of Justice, a month after the disaster, Halliburton carried out its own review of the technical aspects of the well, and it ordered a simulation program looking at the role of centralizers, and these are metal collars that improve the cementing of the oil bore. And what it found was that it had recommended 21 centralizers to be used, and BP had only used 6, but the simulation program found that there was little difference between 6 and 21. Nevertheless, the program manager was asked to destroy the evidence and the results. Now, the plea agreement carries a fine of $200,000, and as well as that, Halliburton has to be under probation for 3 years, and it has to cooperate with the government's ongoing investigation into the disaster.